All right, this is a very quick video. Now, this one, I'm going to discuss the Haiti thing separate. It's very quick because we know the situation. I didn't present my opinions on the matter, what I think happened. In Haiti right now, what's going on, it is pretty chaos right now. But what led to this is a number of factors. A lot of it is, a lot of this goes back to the Obama administration and the bullshit of the Martelly, um, and his sort of attempt to do this revitalization of the Haitian right with the Duvalier faction. That goes into different details, but this is the situation we are in at this moment. It comes from that. Now, Jovenel Moise, do I think the U.S. government had him killed? I don't know. They had him. They wanted to probably remove him. That's the only explanation that I could give. But I don't think they wanted to kill him. I believe they were caught off guard with his death. They didn't expect him to be killed because it was the Haitian elites, folks like, which people suspect, Dimitri Vob, these guys. It's very plausible that it was the elites and their connections to Florida, particularly in Miami. There was a wealthy Haitian doctor who had a private plane, and he hired some mercenaries from, I don't know if they were right-wing militia people from Colombia. Could have been. They could have been right-wing paramilitary vigilantes. Could have been. I'm not sure. But they hired them. They go down, and then they kill Jovenel Moise. That's the situation of what probably most likely happened. But I do not think for a second that the U.S. wanted him to be dead. I don't think that is the case. I think they probably wanted to remove him, or they wanted to talk to him to calm down about the emergency power thing, but I don't think they wanted to kill him. I think but the U.S. doesn't have their hands clean in this nature, because I believe they still wanted to do what they wanted to do in Haiti, but Moise was already fulfilling their objective. Moise was a great, I won't say puppet, but a great person for the U.S. to use in that regard. So I just find it unthinkable that they just were just like, oh, we're just going to kill him. I think this was a hatch plan, almost like a hatchet job when you think about it, that was done by the Haitian elites to get rid of him, because he was going to pressure them on their contracts. And I want to make something clear. The electrical grid in Haiti is a disaster because of number reasons. The first reason is the wealthy still have electricity 24/7. The poor, they have to do these interval electrical surges. Basically, they have to give them electricity at a certain time. In the day, they have electricity. At night or other times, the government cuts off the electricity. That's because of the bullshit of the power grid in the country that was under control by one of these Haitian elites. And in all honesty, maybe Jovenel Moise had a clarity to himself where he started thinking, maybe I need to help this country. You know, we are only human, I suppose. And he probably felt, you know what, these guys aren't doing anything. These elites they're not doing nothing. We still have this electricity problem. We're not doing any construction in the country because it's bound by this. So I'm going to go around it. And you have to think about the pinpoint of when he was killed. He was killed a month or 2 months before. He was killed 2 months after this guy went to Turkey to do deals on real estate, to do deals on construction for Haiti, for companies in Turkey to come in and do some construction. That's not a coincidence, folks. That's why I feel that I don't think the U.S. wanted him dead. They wanted to remove him because it follows the pattern of the U.S. and Haiti. They did it with Jean-Bart Aristide and all that. Jean-Bart Aristide. They did it with him. They did it with the other people. I don't know. I don't feel like they wanted him to be killed. And I think that caught them off guard. They were like, holy shit, these guys really fucked up real bad here. I didn't expect these people to do this, right? And I think that's what happened. Now, the gang situation in Haiti, that's all the elites too. It's all the wealthy elite mulatto situations in Haiti. It's them that's doing it. They're the ones that are funding It's not all mulattoes, though. I'm not going to make that generalization. It's the elites, the ruling class in Haiti that give the guns to cause havoc. It's an intimidation thing. They do it to the government to basically sow chaos so the government can give them essentially favorable things for themselves. That's what it is. Because they have the money to buy the guns. They have the money to buy the guns. So, that's the situation in Haiti at the moment, which is chaotic right now. I mean, I know they have hostages, and that situation's a whole nother thing. But Haiti, yeah, it is in shambles. And right now at the moment. And all I got left for my country is to have like solidarity, because I'm Haitian on my father's side. My dad, that's his country. So yeah, I know about Haiti very much, very, very well. So that's my assessment of what happened to Jovenel Moise, um, and why he was probably most likely killed. I don't think it was I don't think it was the government, the U.S. government, that had him intentionally. They didn't kill him. They were caught off. Even they, I think they also in the State Department were caught off guard that they were going to do this. That the Haitian elites were gonna do that, and they did it. So yeah, that's the situation we have in Haiti. I just want to make that video to make it clear, especially about the power grid situation, because it's understandable why Jovenel Moise was like, I'm going to go to another country to provide the power grid, because you guys here aren't doing anything. The wealthy have their lights 24/7, and the rest of the population is just up and up and up and off. Even though he's the president, I mean, Jovenel, he had light 24/7 too. He's the president, of course. But it's difficult to I don't know what changed his mind to think of the country at that last moment. Jovenel Moise was a neoliberal shill, regardless of the fact. I mean, this guy was the one that he was gonna allow Pepsi and Coca-Cola come in Haiti and basically take some sugar plantations. He was gonna let that happen. So we can't really look at him as like, oh my God, the great martyr that I think some people are trying to make him out to be currently in the country. I'm starting to see that narrative by certain Haitians, not all, but a certain group of Haitians, trying to martyrize Jovenel Moise, forgetting that this guy was also a neoliberal guy. He wasn't John Bernard Aristide. Right? He's not that. I get it. He was killed. It was messed up the way he died, but he's not. He had a lot of controversial policies that he was doing. So, yeah, that's the situation in Haiti, and just want to make that video quickly as the companion piece to the point I was making about Latin America. So hopefully you guys like that video, and I'm going to be signing off.